Here we go! Decked out in the Tiger gear, of course. Tiger hat up there. Be wearing it on somebody else's head. I love you guys, and welcome into another edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan 2-3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred. Welcome you into the program. Yesterday was a great show. We had a great show. It was a great turnout for view count, so I do thank you guys for watching the program. I love you guys, like I always say. And the Tigers lose again, get swept. The Indians won, and the Mud Hens won. But we're getting ready for this weekend's big key matchup as the Tigers take on the Cleveland Indians. So let's break down yesterday afternoon's Tiger game. We did the show yesterday about 11:47, and so we can get the Tiger game for those people who watched the Tigers yesterday afternoon. It was brutal. We got swept by the worst team in the American League. 7-2 we lost. Excuse me. I had to take the gum out. I'm just so disappointed because of this. Padilla gets the win. He goes to 4-1 with a 2.10 ERA. Brad Penny gets the loss. He goes to 1-3 with a 6.11 ERA. Olivo homered for Seattle. Rodriguez, his first. 21,176 watched it in 3 hours and 9 minutes it took to play the game. The Cleveland Indians were a winner yesterday, 8-2 over the Kansas City Royals. Kyle Davies gets the loss. He goes to 1-3 with a 7.98 ERA. Fausto Carmona gets his second win of the season. He improves to 2-3 with a 5.15 ERA. Chu, Santana, Sizemore, and Duncan homered in the game for Cleveland as they won 8-2. 9,076 watched it. Game time 2 hours and 25 minutes. We're going to preview the game first, but let me get to the other scores around the baseball world. San Francisco was a winner 5-2 over Pittsburgh. In the game 1 against Minnesota and Tampa Bay put up 15 runs to beat the Minnesota Twinkies 15-3, and then in game 2 Tampa Bay won 6-1 over the Twinkies. Toronto 5, Texas 2, Boston 6, Baltimore 2. The White Sox were a loser 12-3 to the New York Yankees. Arizona beating up on the Cubbies 11-2, and Washington winning against the Mets 4-3. This weekend is the key game of the weekend. It's the recommendation of the weekend. At least sit down and watch one of the 3 Tiger Indian games this weekend. It doesn't matter which one, but this game is the key game in the AL Central. The Tigers are in second place. The Indians are in first place. 4.5 games separate those two teams. So if the Tigers sweep the Tribe this weekend, they're a game and a half out, and we'll be closer and closer to first place. Breaking down the series for you, Friday night Cleveland will send Jenmar Gomez to the hill. He's 0-1 with a 7.36 ERA, while we'll send Max Scherzer. He's 4-0 with a 3.19 ERA. Game time 7:05. Saturday we'll see Alex White, the debut of Alex White, new pitcher for Cleveland, and we'll throw Rick Porcello to the hill. He's 1-2 with a 4.76 ERA. Game time 6:05. And the concluding game will see Phil Koch 1-4 with a 4.88 ERA, taking on Justin Masterson, who is 5-0 with a 2.18 ERA. All games on FSN Detroit and on ST. Big key game for me, of course, because as you know, I've talked about this. My girlfriend Melissa Ramirez is a Cleveland Indians fan. We made a wager on this. Saturday's game. Now we chose Saturday's game because for some odd reason, I don't know what, but come Saturday, if the Indians do beat the Tigers, which I doubt, I have to wear that hat and post it on Facebook. If the Tigers win, that hat goes on Facebook with a picture on her profile. So we'll see what happens to that. Let's take a look at the AL Central standings. The Indians are on top of the division, 16-8. They're 10-2 at home and 6-6 on the road. Detroit is 12-13, one game below 500, 4.5 out, 6-6 at home and 6-7 on the road. Kansas City is 12-3. They're 4.5 back, 9-5 at home and 3-8 on the road. Terrible road record. The White Sox are 10-16, 7 games out, and Minnesota's 9-15. They have not gotten 10 wins yet this season, and they're 7 games out of first place. The Mud Hens keep on winning on the road. I don't understand this. The Mud Hens were a winner yesterday, 7-2 over the Syracuse Chiefs. Below gets the win. He goes to 2-1 with a 3.63 ERA. Malone gets the loss. He goes to 1-3 with a 5.40 ERA. 2008-13 watched the game. It took 2 hours and 43 minutes to play. No home runs in the game. So this weekend the Mud Hens will take on Syracuse tonight, and then they'll head to Pawtucket to play for tonight's matchup will be Wilk. He's 0-2 with a 2.95 ERA. They'll take on Stemmen, who's 1-0 with a 1.93 ERA. That game at 7 o'clock. And then Toledo will head to Pawtucket. Andy Oliver will start the series for them. They're 2-1 with a 4.76 ERA. And Wellman for Pawtucket, he's 2-1 with a 3.36 ERA. Good pitching matchup right there. And then the concluding game on Sunday of the weekend, Weber will go to the hill. He's 0-2 with a 4.18 ERA. Miller for Pawtucket will start. He's 1-1 with a 1.40, 105. Games all, you can listen to all the games on 1230 WCWA, the home of Toledo sports in the Glass City. You're looking at the International League Central standings. International League West standings, excuse me. The Columbus Clippers are in first place. The farm team of the Cleveland Idiots, they're 16-5, 7-2 at home, 9-3 on the road. Louisville is in second place, 15-6, game out, 9-3 at home, 6-3 on the road. Your Mud Hens, 10-12, 6.5 out, 4-6 at home, 6-6 on the road. Gotta win games at home too. Indianapolis is in last place. They're 7-15, 9.5 out, and it's still early in the season. So we're in April, and May is what, 2 days away. But we're 22 games into the season. Gotta make a decision soon. In the NHL last night, the Vancouver Canucks were a winner 1-0 over the Nashville Predators. Now tonight will be Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals as your Detroit Red Wings. I think they're going to get beat by San Jose in 6 games. They'll take on San Jose tonight at 10 o'clock on versus. A recommendation for tonight. But before that game will be Tampa Bay taking on Washington. They're at 7 o'clock on versus. I think the Caps have got a good chance to take the series. And then on Saturday at 3 o'clock on NBC and on CBC, Boston will take on Philadelphia. It's interesting that over the past few days, the shows have been popular. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Big shout out to the fanship here of All Andy Alfred. We've decided to cut the theme music. And if you are looking for the theme music to be an everyday thing, that's not going to happen anymore. But, we'll see what happens. I mean, we had some comments posted on our show page. Were derogatory comments towards yours truly and this channel. But we've dealt with that. We went to higher authority, and we've also talked to those individuals about their actions, and maybe we'll get them on the program to apologize. If you have something wrong to say to people, don't go behind your back. Say it to their face. you know who you are who watches this show. Recommendations of the day: the Crystal Bowersox concert, an intimate evening with Crystal Bowersox, concert for the arts. Proceeds going to Toledo School for the Arts. It's May 28th at the Valentine Theater at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available by calling 419-242-2787. The Valentine Theater box office tickets are $37 all the way up to $71. And like I said, here's the card: intimate evening with Crystal Bowersox, presented by Toledo School for the Arts. The Mud Hens return home May 5th through the 12th. They'll take on Charlotte and Lehigh Valley. The shout-outs to Toledo School for the Arts, of course. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep on watching this program. Dr. Zuhari and Fisher's office, if they can fix this smile, they can fix yours as well. And Libby Factory Outlet at 205 South Erie Street. They set my table right. They can set yours as well, too. To Melissa Ramirez, I have a hint for you for Saturday, what we're going to do. That's your hint, babe. And I love you. But until then, and enjoy this weekend of baseball with the Tigers and the Indians and all your teams, and good luck to all the teams this weekend. I'm Andrew Alfred. I hope you have an excellent weekend. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially the teams behind me, except for the Indians. I hope they lose this weekend, especially Saturday. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody, and I will see you on Monday for another edition of All Andy Alfred.